Hi Scorpio, this is your forecast for the month of September 2017. If you have visited me before, I'd like to thank you for returning, and if you are new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. This is a general reading for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, or Scorpio Moon. It might also be helpful for you to watch your rising and moon sign. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/The Alchemist Astrologer, where you can find on-demand pages for love, finance, and other readings. Now, the second week, you have this Four of Cups. So maybe there's a feeling of discontent. Maybe, because of the confusion last week, or you had so many options available to you, you actually ended up missing some kind of opportunity. And maybe you're withdrawing. Now, maybe you're under the weather, or you feel depressed, or a little bit disorganized. And so this could be a week where you're turning inward. You realize that there's an emptiness to your situation, maybe even depression. You just don't have the energy that you want. You're lacking some motivation, and you really need to sit down and stop and do some thinking before you act on a situation. So you could be spending more time alone in order to come up with some answers. Now, for some of you, this may have to do with some memories that you have, maybe something tied to your past, maybe to your bloodline. And for some of you, maybe last week you were getting some kind of psychic impressions. There were some messages coming through for you, perhaps even through someone who had crossed over. But this could be a feeling of, something passing by, something moving onward. And so there's a feeling of apathy, and the need to withdraw because of some type of dissatisfaction. Some of you could be deciding that you're going to change some habits that you have. You're withdrawing. You don't want to drink, perhaps, or maybe you're dissatisfied with the effect of a medication that you're taking, or you don't want to participate in certain activities any longer. So for you, this could be a week where you just feel a sense of exhaustion. You're not enjoying life the way that you should, and maybe you even feel an inner sense of foreboding that's making you uncomfortable. Whatever it is, this is going to be a week where you may just have to step out there, and believe in either yourself, a situation, or circumstance, or all of it, because something this week is going to be an agent of change for you in some way, where you feel a sense of anxiety, or in the positive, you simply feel satisfied with where you are, and there's not a need for anything being offered. So depending on where you are and what your sense of well-being is going to determine this week's outcome, because this is going to be a week where your material concerns and how emotionally you are is all tied together. And there could be many things being offered to you, and you're having to sit down and contemplate, what is the best course of action for me? And, for some of you, some things are being offered, and maybe you're not pleased with what's on offer. Maybe it was presented to you in good faith, and yet when you consider it, you can see the long-range benefit as well as what the shortcomings are, and you're able to diffuse a potential problem or a situation that perhaps whoever is presenting this opportunity is not aware of, or they're not considering. But this ability for you to see the long range is going to give you that edge so that you can make decisions that are best for you. Now, in the negative, if you're not sure of something, if you're not thinking clearly and your judgment is off, then you're not going to be feeling very good about where you are. And there's a sense of anxiety because you don't know how things are going to play out. You're not really sure about the present, and even more so about what's going to happen tomorrow. And it's making you stop and think about whether what you've done, what you've said, what you've participated in was the best thing for you, or did it in some way work against you? For some of you, you're not accepting any offers, advice, or suggestions because you are withdrawing to focus on something. Perhaps you're a diligent student, or you're trying to manifest some vision, a plan, a dream, a goal. And so you're having to withdraw in order to do that. And so it's impossible for you to relax or, again, follow any advice until you tackle this situation and solve this dilemma. For some of you, again, if you're having a reaction to some type of medication, you may find that it's very difficult for you to relax. Maybe it keeps you on edge, or maybe it makes you want to sleep. But for others of you, there's something that you're not accepting. You're not accepting that a situation has changed, or that it's no longer what it was, and you're in denial. You're taking too many things for granted. You're closing yourself off to the truth of a situation, and you are refusing, again, to accept that something has changed. Now, in the positive, if you are feeling a sense of well-being, again, you're going over something, you've got a lot of options presenting, you've got some important plans and dreams that you want to pursue, you may feel very good about where you are. Your job is going well, you've got money in the bank, your relationships feel good to you. So for you, this is going to be a week where you are facing multiple options, lots of pleasant possibilities that are going to give you the chance to improve your situation, either financially or emotionally. So, it all depends on where your mind is. Either you're receptive to opportunity, in which case you have to be very astute this week. There could be things presented to you, and you have to pay attention in order to jump on this opportunity. In other cases, there's a dissatisfaction because there's some type of confusion or unsettling circumstance. There's some uncertainty in your situation.